Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be organizing my homeschool cabinets and getting some stuff decluttered out of here. We have way too much stuff. We have stuff we don't use. Oftentimes with homeschooling, you end up ordering stuff you think is going to work for your kids and then it doesn't, but it ends up just getting stuffed into the cupboards. And so anyway, I need to go through everything in these cupboards and get rid of a bunch of stuff. And then I also have a bunch of charter school stuff that needs to get returned to our charter school. So I'm going to be organizing that stuff and getting it all ready to go.
Get something done.
Hold on.
That's mine.
All right, so this is where their schoolwork is supposed to go. This is Kate's, Briella's, Stella's, and Aubrey's bin. Everything is mixed up. Things are where they don't belong. There's a big nasty pile right here. Supposed to be a charging station for iPads. The charger is gone. So that's in there. And then in here is supposed to be books nicely organized, and there's just a pile of crap here. This is organized still, but this is not. These are. And this is supposed to be a charging station for the laptops, and those chargers are all gone now too. So we're clearly having issues, and I need to organize all of these cupboards today. So that is what I'm about to do. Okay, so the first thing I am doing is just emptying out these bins in here. Like I said, these bins that stack up right here, they are supposed to hold each kid's curriculum in a organized way to keep them separated and stuff. So at the beginning of every school day, so-and-so should be able to just go to their bin and grab all their school books and get started with their day. But when the kids clean up at the end of a school day, they tend to rush and just grab a bunch of school books like off the dining table or the couch and just shove them in a place that they don't belong. And so these cupboards get really, really messy really, really fast. So it is what it is. It's fine. I'm glad that I'm able to shut the doors and hide it when I don't want to deal with it. But I also love to every once in a while empty all this out and get it back to square one. So anyway, I'm just going to be doing decluttering and cleaning and organizing today.
I'm laying down it to compile it. Oh no, I see you only when you're ballin'. Oh no, I don't even care to doubt. I'll see you in a while, cause this time I will choose you, yeah. Now choose. You know exactly how to look like this. Holding in a bag full of goods and needs. I need a night like this. Knowing it's a risk cause you're using it. You got all your secrets. I can't seem to move this thing. You're pulling me out and I'm right back in. The sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. I don't wanna seem to shaky. Oh no, like I'm sudden but I'm steady. Oh no, and they tell me to move on cause I deserve more, but still I wanna choose you, yeah. Now choose. You know exactly how to look like this. Holding in a bag full of goods and needs. I need a night like this. Knowing it's a risk cause you're using it. You got all your secrets. I can't seem to move this thing. You're pulling me out on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. I'm on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. I'm on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly.
Also, let me just say, right now, Aubrey is in the sweetest age. She is at the age where she just wants to learn so bad. She constantly brings me her school books when I'm in the middle of something and asks me for help, which is totally fine. This is what I'm here for. But it's funny because my other kids, they're like, ooh, mom's busy. Let's avoid her like the plague so she doesn't remember that we need to be doing school right now. But Aubrey is like, Mama, I need help with this. Mama, I need to do this book now. Mama, you need to help me with this one now. Or she'll like bring me her reading book and just start reading to me and stuff like that. So it is just so dang sweet. I love this age a lot. Also, she's really like smart and easy to teach. So it's like a huge breath of fresh air because I have some kids, and I'm not saying my other kids are not smart, but I have some kids who they're not as easy to teach, if that makes sense. So it's so nice. It is just really, really nice. Teaching her. It's a blessing and it's a joy. But anyway, okay, so I found a bunch of math pages that were not put in this binder, and I'm keeping track of Stella and Aubrey's math using this binder because they have the type of math book where their pages are supposed to be like ripped out every day and handed to them, and I don't like loose papers. It drives me crazy. And I also don't want to just like throw away their math pages at the end of every day. I want to like have something to show our we have like a homeschool teacher assigned to us through the charter school that we homeschool under. So it's kind of like an umbrella school over us, even though we still 100% homeschool, and we still, like I pick all my kids' curriculum. We do it at home 100%, but we do use a charter, and so when you do that, you are assigned a teacher and you meet with them like once a month and go over how your kids are doing and things like that. So anyway, it's just a little bit of accountability for somebody like me, because before I started doing it with the charter, I was 100% independently homeschooling, meaning like everything was out of our own pocket, and I was just all on my own. And so because of that, like sometimes I would just, I'm not in the mood to homeschool today, so we're just going to take the day off or whatever. We'll just watch documentaries all day and call that a good school day. But once I started with the charter and had to like take attendance every day and just have something to show for what we're doing and show growth and take standardized testing and all of that, it really lit a fire under me to really get like consistent with homeschooling, because I've always homeschooled, but like I really lacked with the motivation and the consistency. So joining the charter has just been a really huge blessing for us in so many ways. I also love, love, love my teacher who we are assigned to. She's amazing, and I totally recommend going this route for anybody who is new to homeschooling, because the teacher is there to support you, to help you. You can, let them know, like, my kid is struggling with this. What should I do? How can I help them? Whatever. So anyway, it's just been awesome. And like right now, Cade is in 7th grade, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't teach 7th grade, like I was kind of stressing out because I'm like, my weakness with teaching is like with writing. I'm really bad at teaching my kids like how to write, like essays and stuff like that. That was my worst subject when I was in school. And anyway, so I put Cade in an English class through the school, and he's at home, but he does it online. And so he goes on a Zoom class twice a week with a teacher and and like other kids that are at home too. And he like interacts with the other students, and it's just really awesome. And so he's doing an English class through that. He's writing a literary analysis essay right now with like citations, and it's just so out of my league. Like, I would not have ever known to like teach him to do this. And so it's been so cool, and he has an A+ in the class right now, and it's like, oh my gosh, like look at what you were able to do. And we just had no idea because I wasn't good at teaching this stuff. So anyway, that has been awesome. Wow, I did not realize how close up this clip was, but I think I was trying to do it zoomed in because I was fixing the charging station that I had going on in the cupboard like a few months ago. I made a charging station for all the laptops in here, and I made a charging station for the iPads in the other cupboards, and I totally, those totally got messed up, and because kids were forgetting to charge their stuff after school, and then the next school day would come and like their stuff wouldn't be charged, so then they would grab a charger out of the charging station and plug it in somewhere where they could sit comfortably with it, and so on and so forth. But anyway, now I am just cleaning up the trash pile that I had going on. So I'm throwing a bunch of stuff just straight into the trash. I mean, I don't need to use save half-used curriculum. I don't need to save a lot of like random worksheets or coloring pages or whatever. Like, I just throw a ton of stuff away. But then I'm also making a pile of stuff that I can give away to other homeschool moms. So we go to a homeschool co-op every other week, and we do what's called a blessings table, where there's like a table in our parent lounge where we can bring like hand-me-down clothes that we're decluttering, or shoes, curriculum, books, anything like that. Where we bring our stuff and lay it out on the table, and then everyone there is free to rummage through that stuff and take what they need or what they want. And then at the end of the day, whatever is left on the table that you brought, you are responsible for bringing it back home. Like, if no one took it, then you bring it back home. So I always bring a bunch of stuff to the blessings table, and whatever is left at the end of the day that day, I just drop it off at Goodwill on my way home, because I don't like storing things that I'm giving away for longer than a week. I do the same thing when I'm selling stuff. I leave it like on, Marketplace or OfferUp for like a week, and then I donate it. So, in fact, anytime I list something for sale, I put it straight into my trunk, because then if I'm out and about and someone wants to buy it, I can meet them somewhere. And if no one wants it, then it's in my trunk to also donate when I'm out and about. So that's a good tip right there. When you're decluttering, if you're trying to sell stuff, you got to ask yourself, like, is it worth it to hang on to this for like a quick $20? Or, I try not to sell anything for less than $20. So if something isn't worth at least $20, then I'm just going to donate it. A lot of times, even if I think I could get $20 for something, I'll just donate it, because like what I've realized now is I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's too saturated, but it's become really hard to sell things. So I don't know if it's like people are just buying what they want with credit cards and just buying brand new stuff instead of looking for it used, or I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, it's getting really hard to sell used things, like, that are valuable, you know? I honestly think the selling platforms are just so saturated. Like, your stuff is getting, like, buried on there and no one sees it or something. But anyway, it's kind of a bummer because, you know, selling things secondhand is a good way to keep things out of the landfill. But anyway, I do love using the Buy Nothing Facebook groups. So the one for my area locally, obviously. I love to look on there, and I also love to put stuff on there every once in a while and have someone just come pick things up for free, because at least I know it's going to somebody and it's going to get used and loved and then passed on for free also, probably when they're done with it. But anywho, I feel like I have been talking way too much. I'm going to put some music on.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it through the gates. Just have to wait. You whisper to me, there's no maybe. There's only time for dreams even greater. I hear the call, and I close my eyes to see even clearer. I see it all. I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me.
All right, guys, so I have been super intimidated by this project for some reason, and it's taken me forever to finally get started on it, but this is a big stack of things that I am returning to our charter. Now, what that means, because I have people asking, like, what is the charter? What is charter funds? We get funding for homeschooling through a charter school in California. So it's something, I don't think every state does this, but when you homeschool through the charter school, the charter pays you money to homeschool your kids, like for the curriculum and school supplies and whatever, art supplies, board games, like learning, anything that has to do with learning, basically. You get through the charter with their money. But the thing is that when you're done with it, you have to return it. You don't have to return anything until your child is graduating high school. So you could buy something for them when they're in kindergarten and then not have to return it until they're graduating high school. But I got so much stuff last year because towards the end of the year, I had so much money left per kid. I had like $2,000 per kid in their accounts, and you just lose that. Like, it doesn't roll over or anything. And so I like went on a spending frenzy with school supplies and art supplies and gardening supplies and board games and just all the things. It ended up being so overwhelming. We have too many games that we haven't even opened a bunch of these. Some of these are literally brand new. And then some we have tried and we just don't like them that much or whatever. So anyway, but when you return stuff, you have to have it organized per kid. Like if I ordered stuff from Aubrey's account, I have to have all that stuff together with her inventory sheet printed out, and everything I'm returning has to be highlighted on the inventory sheet. Anyway, it's a whole big ordeal to return stuff, at least for me, because I have 4 kids. Like, I have a friend with 1 kid, and it's probably super easy for her to just grab whatever stuff she's returning and bring it in because she only has 1 kid. But I have 4, so I have to organize it all a certain way, and that's been stressing me out. but I finally realized, oh my gosh, I could just grab Post-it notes and write whoever's name on and stick it on the item. So that way I know whose account I ordered it from. It'll make it so much easier when I go to the place to return things. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this type of video didn't bore you all too much because I know it's not my normal stuff. It's really super focused on homeschool stuff, and a lot of you don't homeschool, and a lot of you don't even have kids my kids' age. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.